Hello, welcome back. Well, with so much talk about menopause and all the symptoms that can happen during this period of change, I thought I'd touch on one of the lesser known topics that we don't talk about quite so much because, well, it's not really health protective, but it's certainly important in terms of our self-esteem and our overall appearance and how we feel about ourselves. And that, of course, is the state of our skin. Now, as I have mentioned before, we have estrogen receptors on every cell of the body, and that includes our skin. And that's why during menopause, we can really start to show the signs of aging. The estrogen is lost from the skin, the cell turnover slows, we produce a lot less collagen, the lovely supporting springy protein that keeps skin plump and supple. And I have to say that speaking personally, since replacing my own lost estrogen, I've definitely noticed a big change in my skin. It's kind of like an internal moisturizer, a natural filler that just plumps everything up. And that's not just the face, of course. You know, you can see the changes on your hands and your body, your hair, your nails, everything seems to improve. So what happens during perimenopause when our estrogen levels start to decline or go kind of up and down like this is that we can start to see some changes in our skin. So for example, skin might become thinner. Now that means that it's getting thinner everywhere. And one of the reasons why midlife women are so susceptible to recurrent urinary tract infections, UTIs or cystitis or bladder infections, inflammation, is because that area around the vagina and the pelvis is drying. It's just drying out. It's not getting that natural lubrication. The pH balance is changing and the skin can become very fine and fragile. And of course that can lead to other conditions as well, like vaginal dryness and even in extreme cases, vaginal atrophy. Well, the good news about that is that you can use localized estrogen. And this is either a little pellet or a cream or a pessary that's inserted in the vagina where it releases estrogen topically where it's needed. And the good thing about that is it's super, super safe. Everybody can use it, any age. And that's really important actually for older women. You know, I've been contacted by a lot of the community here to say that they're really worried about elderly relatives, maybe your mum or your grandma or your aunt or somebody you know, maybe somebody in a care home who's really struggling with recurrent UTIs. And it's really worth having a conversation with the GP or the practice nurse about being able to use some localized estrogen. Don't leave it too late, okay? There's no need to suffer. It's simple, it's easy, it's quick, it's effective, and it's safe. So other things that can happen in terms of skin changes as we age is we often go back to any issues that we might have had earlier in our life. We kind of revert to type genetically, if you like. So for example, if you had eczema as a youngster, you might find that you get flares in midlife. The same with acne, which of course can be hormonally driven, and things like acne rosacea, which isn't acne as such, but it's these really inflamed red flaky patches and it just causes so many problems. So there are lots of things that we can do about it. We've actually got lots of really helpful articles over on earlewellbeing.com. I'll make sure that we include a link to those if you want to go and check them out. The other thing, of course, is that we have over on the website is my e-guide, The Truth About HRT. And the reason I wrote that is that I would write so many things about menopause and I'd talk about all the things that can help, the herbal supplements, the CBT, the exercise, the diet, all of those things. And the one question that would come back time and time again is, yes, but tell me about HRT. Is it safe? How do I take it? So I've devoted a whole e-guide just to HRT. So if that's something that's of particular interest to you, then do please take a look. There's also a really good podcast if you're interested in the effect of estrogen, specifically on the skin, and it's written by a dermatologist and doctor in America. And I recorded it with her, actually. She has a company called Ven Effect with her sister, Ven standing for Venus. And it's all about using phytoestrogens, plant-based estrogens in skincare in a clinically approved way. And she talks a lot about the science behind it actually and about estrogen within the skin. So that's definitely worth listening to. The other thing that I really like is topping up my collagen. So yes, I replaced my estrogen, but I also replaced my collagen. We know that really beyond the age of 30 to 35, we start to lose our collagen. And the one that I like, this is it here, it's a little capsule, Ingenious Beauty. Again, I'll pop the links to that. There's an affiliate discount code if you want to get some money off that. And then I also really up the moisturisation of my skin. And I think now, if you're watching me in real time in October, obviously the temperature is dropping, we're coming inside, the air is drier, there's less humidity than we get in the summer months, maybe your central heating's going on, and the skin really dries out. So it's really worth adding a double layer of moisturiser. Just put a layer on, let it soak in, and then put an extra layer over the top. And don't forget your neck. Always take it right down here as well into the top of the chest. Rub a little bit on the backs of your hands as well. And last but not least, don't forget, drink lots of water, rehydrate from the inside as well. I hope that's useful. What skin changes have you seen during your aging process? Do let me know. Let's start a conversation. Pop them in the comments below. And don't forget to go and check out so many free resources that are available to you now over on LizEarleWellbeing.com. I'll see you next time. Bye.